talked to him before the game outside the locker room. Not a comfortable situation. Liquid diet. He's on again the way he was when he had the jaw injury. Fans roar as Jesper Fast. It's the first big hit of the game. Outlet is tapped. Fired in by Jarrett Stoll. Fired 20 down by here in the first period. Victor Stolberg finds Yandel, saves Smith. Nice play by Victor Stolberg to set up Keith Yandel. Zuccarello against Stone, takes it around the net. Finds an open man to Yandel. Down low to Stepan. Saves Smith. Puck still loose in the crease. Still loose. It slid across the goal line.
It's in.
Referee blew the whistle. There's not been a signal for a goal.
I agree with you, Sam. I don't think he blew the whistle prior to the puck going into the net.
We will get a review.
Here's the initial shot, and Stepan took it, and then there it goes underneath the arm. Smith didn't know where it was. Hard to tell from that angle. Again, initially from up here, I thought I saw it go over the goal line. There it is there.
That's where Stepan thinks it's in.
Well, it's hard. Again, it's still not a decisive angle. This, I think, will give us a better angle. Let's see.
Right.
Where is it? Oh, maybe not.
There's
You
there.
know what? There was a stick that got in there. I think that was Shane Doan. I think Shane Doan got his stick in there and might have prevented it from going in. And then Doan helped out.
All right.
We'll see.
Upon video review, the puck never completely crosses the goal line. Call on the ice stands. No goal.
Sargent check Coyote, finds it there. Dahlbeck with a check on Kreider. Kreider stays with it, using his strength. Mark Stahl and Dan Boyle. Back to Stahl for a one-timer. Save Smith. Rebound missed by Jesper Fast. Hayes broken up by McCulloch. Martin Hansel gets it to Max Domi. Domi was bumped, gets it across, and scores! Dahlbeck fires a wrist shot by Henrik Lundqvist. And the Arizona Coyotes grab a 1-0 lead. One of those unexpected shots.
Well, Hansel ended up getting hit in the neutral zone, and Dan Girardi, who's the right defenseman, comes up all the way over. First, a good defensive play. Now here comes Girardi all the way over to force the play. So you know there's one defenseman there, and then the other side, a forward, which is Lindberg. And then that's just a wrist shot that beats Lundqvist to the short side. You just don't see that very often. Well, what a pass from Domi. Boy, he's been some kind of good player for this team.
Evan Klein and Ryan McDonough. Stone and Ekman Larson, the point men. This is Domi. Duclair on goal, a save on the backhander. Hansel trying to stuff it through Henrik Lundqvist.
Coyotes in. They didn't give up many quality scoring chances.
Exactly right. They didn't get their first shot. 14:46 of the first period. Girardi gets to it. Deep to Nash. Nash against Ekman Larson. That goes off the skate. Girardi down low. That was a pass to Zuccarello. He fires a save by Smith. Zuccarello again with Stepan and Nash. Off the glass and out of the zone.
And there have been more pucks that have gone off Arizona Coyotes skates.
Here come the Rangers again. Stolberg saves Smith.
That's a good save.
Yes. Murphy working him over. Lead for Zuccarello. He's got room. Pass in front. Score! Chris Kreider with his first of the season. Wow, what a goal! And the game is tied. 1-1.
The quick up by the Rangers. Here's a look from our Buick RoboCam. How the Rangers forced the play, get control, and then the quick up. Mark Stahl all the way down the ice. Now Zuccarello has a little time, and what an effort by Kreider to drive hard to the net and then dive as he was being defended and deflected in. Beautiful pass, wonderful effort from Chris Kreider, and yes, he has scored his first.
New York Mets is here with the National League, representing the National League champion New York Mets, who will begin the World Series next Tuesday.
Wow.
Good luck to the Mets. Saved by Lundqvist.
Boy, they've been something, haven't they?
Man.
Oh,
Awesome.
Daniel Murphy.
Oh. Puck cleared down the ice in the race for it. Kevin Klein. Jordan Martinook. Backhander by Boyd Gordon. Oh, that's underneath the pads of Lundqvist. That was a tough one. It was a knuckleball fluttering in. Gains the zone. Moves by. Ball back. Here's McDonough with Miller. Miller's got some room. Takes the shot. And it's gloved wide of the net by Smith. Stone moves it around for Martinook. Martinook fights off the check of Zuccarello and shoots, save by Lundqvist. Oh, that was a tough shot by Jordan Martinook. Playing the game. Lead for Domi. Breaks to the net, lost control, and Lundqvist got a piece of it. Kept in by Duclair. Oh, Domi almost had a breakaway. Duclair swings it in front. Saved by Lundqvist. Couple of extra swipes at it, but Hensel will stop. Gordon. Boyd Gordon against McDonough. Help from Kreider coming back. Shane Doan. Checked by Klein. Centered. Shot by Gordon. Save! Oh, good save by Lundqvist, fighting off that high shot. Pitching in was Girardi. Hayes got a piece of it. Girardi keeps it in. Smith blocked by Miller, and Hayes scores! Kevin Hayes! Miller got trapped out of the net, and the Rangers take advantage with a combination of JT Miller and Kevin Hayes.
You know, it was a hard-working goal. Even though Smith ended up getting caught out of the net, the Rangers, that line really worked. Miller was in there again. He's been hitting everything in this game. And just the aggressiveness. Look how Hayes gets in there. The little turnaround. It was the anticipation by JT Miller. Anticipating where Smith was going to go. And before Smith could get back in, it ends up on the stick of Hayes. And you can see quickly in and out of the net. And the Rangers with the lead.
It is right on. There's Michael Stone with a shot. Saved by Lundqvist. Falling on top of him was Bodker. Lundqvist came up with a good save. That was a tough shot by Grossman. Pass broken up by McDonough. Quick turn. Rangers come down the ice. 4-on-3. In the middle. Stepan. Pass across. Saved by Smith. Stepan, I thought, had a chance to shoot. He went instead to Zuccarello.
You know, just about halfway through this third period.
Face-off win by Stepan. Stepan, Zuccarello, and Nash. Yandel with a shot. Deflected in! It may have been Stepan. It may have been Yandel. In any event, it's a power play goal. And the Rangers lead 3-1.
I think it's Stepan, but it hit and deflected at least twice. I believe it looked to me like it hit a Coyote player in front, and then Stepan. Here it comes again. One deflection, two deflections. Well, you know what? I think it hit two Coyotes. I think I'll give it to Yandel.
Okay.
There it is again. One Coyote, two Coyotes. Pass Smith.
Scored 3 unanswered goals and lead it 3-1. Here comes Kreider. Saved by Smith. But off his stick and off his mask. Another chance. Down low, Kreider. Save, another save. Get some more talent. Power play is over. Shot by Stone. Save. Boy, that Stone can shoot it from the point. He's got it again. There's Ekman Larsson, saved by Lundqvist. Both point men with good shots. Lundqvist with big saves. And the Rangers maintain a 3-1 lead. A good effort by JT Miller to set him up. And then the power play goal by Keith Yandel. 2-on-1. In comes Foss. And a save. It went off. Might have gone off the crossbar.
Off the crossbar.
Didn't go off the bar. Coyotes still have 3 games remaining on their road trip. Whoa!
What a save!
Stayed out. on a great save. Lundqvist gets his stick on that puck.
That's another one of those. Out there's Domi, steals it, and then how about that save? That is an absolute beauty. All that net. Duclair.
Stumped the Duke.
The Duke vying for his 6th goal of the season. And Lundqvist with a fantastic save.
Stoll for the Rangers. Jared Stoll wins it back. Off the boards. Good aggressive play by Stoll. Here's Nash to the empty net. He's hooked.
That'll be a goal.
And they give him the goal.
Yeah.
That is his first goal of the season. It would have been an empty net goal. Rick Nash with the effort gets his first of the season.
Still hasn't shot one in the net.
But that big number 1 under the goal column.
You know, Alain Vigneault always uses them in a defensive position when they need to do something. So this wasn't just a charity shift where he puts him out there because he needed a goal. I mean, this is how he uses Rick Nash, one of their best defensive players. When they have to protect the lead, it's Rick Nash. He even gets a little laugh.
He'll be telling his young son, it was the best shot I took all night. Rangers are in first place in the Metropolitan Division with 11 points. Slow start, big finish. 3 goals in the third. Rangers win 4-1.